today we're talking books. That was so dramatic. It isn't that heavy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for so long. I am gonna be doing a book recommendation video. There's some books that will make you fall in love with reading. So if you're into reading or just want to get back to it, and this video is for you. I'm gonna be recommending you guys 4 books. I'm choosing 4 because if I choose more than that, this could be like a whole Netflix episode, because that's how long I can talk for books. So let's start with the first book I read. The first book I read was The Silent Patient. I'm sure you guys have already seen it in my vlogs already. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but basically I'm going to be telling you the genres of the book, how much I rated it, and the synopsis of the book. So the genre of this book is a psychological suspense murder mystery thriller book. If you're into these stuff, then this book's definitely for you. So the synopsis of this book is the story is about Alicia Benson. She seems to have a good life and she is a painter, and one day she decides to shoot her husband 5 times in the head. So you're obviously like, what in the world? What just happened? You're obviously very confused, right? So everybody has questions for her. And after shooting her husband 5 times in the head, she hasn't spoken since then. So she has been quiet, like literally quiet. She hasn't spoken at all. So her case never went anywhere because she wouldn't say anything, and her case was like always like a mystery. Her husband's name is Gabriel and he is a photographer and Alicia is a painter. So their case is a mystery, but then we figure out that there is another person, which is Theo Faber. Okay, yeah. So he's a psychotherapist and he is determined to make Alicia speak. He is trying to figure and solve their case and to figure out what happened and why is she not speaking, why did she do that, and all that stuff. And Theo is narrating this story. So you basically figure out what's going on. Alicia, there's always like a backstory to a new story. So Alicia used to also write the diary, so we figure out like her life before she actually killed her husband, and we uncover a lot when I say this. And we just keep uncovering stuff, and it's crazy, to be honest. The ending is also crazy. The plot twist, oh my god, you do not see the plot twist coming. I think that's why this book is so good, because the plot twist is amazing. Like, I cannot describe it. The plot twist was something else. Okay, so I remember there was the chapter of this book I was reading and we're like, what? Oh, wait, what? And after that chapter there's the truth which explains everything. So it's crazy. This book was amazing. If you're into suspenseful mystery stuff, this book is definitely for you. Since this was my first book, I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. And the age rating of this book would be like, if you like, murder itself was like a scary topic, so if you're comfortable with these like horror stuff or like horror movies, you love to watch horror movies, watch this one. Sorry, read this book. And most of these books are like for older people, but it also depends on your maturity level, as long as you don't take the bad out of the books, because if you do that, then you're definitely not mature. So yeah, love this book. Silent Patient. Next book I read was this one right here, They Will Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I read this right after The Silent Patient. I always plan out my books, what I'm gonna read next, and I was like, I need to get this book. This one's very different from The Silent Patient. This is a romance novel. The genre of this book is like fictional romance. What else? That's it. It's like a very sweet and light-hearted romance book. So this book has two main characters. It is Matthew and Rufus. I used to call him Rufus, but I now figure it out that's Rufus. Okay, so basically the synopsis of this book is that on September 5th, a little after midnight, both Matthew, Matthew and Rufus gets a call, and it's from that cast. So what is that cast? It's like a website in their society where they basically tell you like, hey, you're gonna die today within the 24 hours, so hope you live the day to the fullest. They basically tell you that you're gonna die. They do not tell you how or when, just basically tell you that they're gonna die after 24 hours. Like, how scary is that? So they both get a call, Matthew and Rufus. Matthew and Rufus does not obviously know each other. So there's this website called Last Friend, and you can make a profile and then match you with your last friend. So Rufus and Matthew get matched together, and this book is their whole journey of 24 hours. Can you believe it? This whole book is their journey of 24 hours. This is the book about, it's really nice. I really liked the book. It was very simple. It was very cute as well. The ending, kind of tragic, but it was very, very sweet. Guys, I was gonna say that in the end you figure out that all the characters introduced in this book were connected, and yeah, and when you figure out the dots you are like, wow. So I really like this, and the title says they both die at the end. So do they really both die at the end? Find out yourself. Next book that I read was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, my favorite book. So as you can see, I have actually annotated the book a little bit, so of my favorite parts and the important parts. How I do this is that if it says just a line and I think it's important, then you highlight it, but if it's just more than a line, then I use the sticky notes. So let's start with this book. This book is so iconic and amazing. So It Ends With Us. I'm sure you've heard it about a million times, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. The genre of this book is, again, fictional romance novel. The synopsis of this book is that main character is Lily. This Lily. The story starts off with Lily standing on a rooftop, and she's just not at the best point of her life. Her dad died, and she does not have the best relationship with her mother. So she's trying to figure out. She's trying to figure out, and this story takes place in Boston. Oh, I forgot to tell that this story takes place in New York, I think. Yeah, New York. So, and then on the rooftop, a guy comes. Who is that guy? It's the second main character, which is Ryle. So Ryle comes, and he is also kind of like pissed off at something, so he's kind of like the same place as Lily. They both talk and they have this chemistry, and oh my god, the first few chapters I literally fell in love with Ryle. I was screaming, I was having butterflies, I don't know what was happening. So yeah, I loved Ryle in the beginning. So they definitely have a lot of chemistry, and they start having this relationship, and everything just seems so perfect that it is almost too good to be true. So we figure out, and then we also get a taste of Lily's past. So in the past, she used to also write a diary. How ironic, everyone in the books write diaries. So she used to write diaries and figure out her past life and her how her childhood was. We also figure out her past love, whose name is Atlas. Also, Atlas has my heart, you guys. Ryle and Lily start having this relationship, and then suddenly Atlas came back into Lily's life. That's where the drama kind of starts. So Lily's trying to figure out what she's gonna do. She has so much things above her head, and everything that Lily has built with Ryle is kind of threatened because Alice is back into their life, and then it's just so heartbreaking. There are so many heartbreaking scenes in this, and just It is a very intense and like a heavy book. Many scenes that you're just from like, oh my god. But this was a really good book. In the end, before reading the epilogue, I think I've told you guys this before, I always thought the ending was kind of like, you know, incomplete, but after reading the epilogue, I was like, I was crying with like heavy tears. And then before that is when everything happens. You know, it's sad and heartbreaking, but you know, it's just the right thing to do. Colleen does not put like biased opinions, she does what is the right thing to do. So it's heartbreaking. I was crying, I don't know. So you go through so many emotions on this book, so you're just hoping for a happy ending, and this definitely had it. The thing I forgot to talk about is that, did you guys hear that we're getting a sequel of this book? I was screaming when I heard this. When I saw Colleen Hoover's post on Instagram, I was screaming, literally. I can't wait for it. It's coming like October this year. Very late, but I'm gonna be waiting for the sequel of this book. The last book that I am also currently reading right now. I am not finished, but I'm still gonna film the book video. It is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I am right now on this part. Brilliant, kind-hearted, tortured Harry Cameron. I've been waiting for this part for so long, but I'm gonna explain to you guys before I get into that. So, oh, did I rate this book? Oh my god. 5 out of 5. Oh, I think I forgot to rate this one as well. This was 4 out of 5. I love this, but I would give this like a 4 out of 5. This was 5 out of 5. I haven't finished this book yet, so I can't rate it, but I'm gonna tell you the synopsis of this book. Oh, sorry. First, I'm gonna tell you the genre of this book. It is historical fiction and romance. So, yeah. Basically, this book is about Evelyn Hugo and her 7 husbands. Yes, Evelyn Hugo used to have 7 husbands. This book is very popular, and basically Evelyn Hugo is a glamorous actress. She used to be an actress, now she's around the age of like 70 or something. So she is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. So Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell her story, and she chooses an unknown magazine reporter. Her name is Monique. So why did she pick like me out of everyone in the world? Monique is very confused, but she and her Evelyn agreed to do this biography. She and Evelyn agreed to do this, and then there are scenes where we go through like Evelyn's past, and Evelyn's narrating and telling Monique everything about her life. And then there are also parts where Monique is interviewing Evelyn, and Evelyn is telling her story. So this book is very amazing. It is very intriguing. Know more about all of these husbands. Evelyn is not, you know, nice. I mean, nice in like, she is a very experienced woman. She's obviously not gonna be like angels and butterflies and chocolates. She's gonna be like a experienced person, and that gives you the right advice. But she's not gonna be butterflies or anything while giving you the advice. She's gonna give you the right advice. She's just a bit like tough. You know what I mean? So her story is, yeah. Basically, we're reading her story. I am still on the Harry Cameron thing. I think I have, her first husband was Don Adler's. This is not a spoiler. Second husband was, I always get confused between Evelyn's husbands. The first was Don Adler. Second was, who was it? I think it was Mike Riva, and then it was Rex North. Then it was Harry Cameron, and then the rest of the 2 that I've not arrived at yet. So, yeah, I'm still reading this book, so I cannot read it, but I am so excited to finish this. These are all of the 4 books that I'm going to be talking about in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this book talk video. Let me know what other books recommendations you guys have. And the next book I really want to read is The Spanish Love Deception. So another very hyped book. I want to read that, and I also want to keep reading more Colleen Hoover books. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I bought all of these books from Amazon, if you were wondering. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.